morning. I'm doing something which, oh, that's as far down as it's going to go. Well, that's fine. I think that's fine. Hi. So, you can see, oh, you can't see this. Huh. There is a problem. Oh, sugar. I think the easiest way to do with this is to, which one do I want to do? I think I'll do it this way. Okay, let's try it here. So it's lower down. Okay. So, welcome to Parroter's Net, where we share what we do. We share what we've learned. We do things. We keep our faces a little out. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that I want to hide my face. And there might be times when I really feel I should talk very directly to you. And I should look you. Well, I am actually looking at you. I'm looking at the camera. No, that's what's more important is let you know. Okay. So don't worry. I don't. This is all new, and it's like a model. It's a draft. Here's to you. This is just an energy drink. I have one dose now and another dose later. The dose is 2/3 of a can of Arizona Caution, about 90 milligrams of caffeine. And okay, anyway, I was in the middle of something and I realized, and I don't know if you could see any of this. I'm now, oh, I see, it's a little off. Can't see it, can you? Okay, well, you can't see specifically what I'm doing. But I'm going, okay, and I know now that the purpose of this video is to kind of give you an idea of what you or somebody could do much better if you had a camera, like a decent video camera, or even a phone. It doesn't matter. It's just that if there was another person with me, that this person might be zooming in on this right here. This is what I'm working on right here, and if I had you, we could set it up. We could set it up. Well, anyway, it would be nice to zoom in on this. I can't right now. I just don't have it. I had a video camera that could do it. I could set it up so it could zoom right in there really well, but it's broken. But even if it wasn't broken, even if it were not broken, I'll be working there, and then I might be wanting to point it to something over here. I might be saying, to the camera person, pointing and say, okay, so I'm taking, I did this and I moved it over there. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could see it just from a very gross thing. You could see that I went down and I clicked and made blue all the short recordings or parrotings, which because they're short, it's clear to me that they contain what kind of labels or titles or very straightforward statements, which I recorded into this, and I made a point of making them short. So that's why, well, these are the short ones, and my job is going to be to transcribe them, take them off of here, and put them, well, what I mean by transcribe is take what's in it and put it onto, this is a Word document here, and right over in this column is the number of the file. So back to this one here, this is Finder, right? This is just showing me what's in the folder that's got all the recordings. I took all the recordings off of here, and I, through my little cable here, or actually it's much faster if I take the SD card. There's an SD card in here, which is right here. You see, again, this is where if there was a person with a camera, that person would be paying attention and maybe say, oh, let's go into the light so we can actually see it, you know. But anyway, there's a card that comes out, I put it into this thing, then I hook this up to my USB cable thing and transfer it. So I have two choices. This one here happens to be a lot faster. You know, you don't need to know this stuff. I'm just kind of giving, like, you know, that this is the nature of parroting as it is now, and it's a little glimpse into the work of Parrotech. Parrotech is the company that supports people who parrot. People who don't have the time to figure out all this stuff that has taken us parroters years. We've been doing this for about 3 years. The first person started about 3 years ago, and others are in various stages. And I'm the one who's in charge of starting to tell the world about what parroting is, and how Parrotech, the company that will be putting together a proposal to go to investors, people who. Well, that's another story. I'm not going into that now. I'm sorry. So, let's get back to what I'm doing here. So, I've identified over here, I just went down the list of all the recordings, and you can see that when you're really into a parroting mode, especially if the idea is to create some output that's specific, that you want to share with people, or you're using parroting to think through a process that you're having a hard time getting all together. And using a written form doesn't quite make it, because you don't get the flow that you can have when you're talking. And when I say you, I don't necessarily mean every single one of you in the world. I'm talking about people who are less written language strong in. In other words, I'm talking to the people whose greatest strength in their thinking is not through writing. There are some people, and I have great respect and envy, for people for whom writing is the most. It just works so well for them to take what's inside here and get it onto something that's permanent. It's great. Writing is an amazing thing. I can, through an enormous amount of work, get thoughts that are here and put them on paper in a way that's coherent and reasonable. But the effort that I have to put in is great, and not only that, where I've done it the best is when I've written grant proposals that have specific guidelines. Tell us about this and this and this and this and this, and I can put it together and win grants that way. I happen to be good at that, but actually I hate it. What I've learned is that the way that I truly can organize my thoughts has less to do with the structure of my thoughts than with the flow. And not to say that structure isn't important. In fact, I struggle with structure. And that's an ongoing thing. But I know that the important part of my thought process is in putting things together with what's already there, and continuing. That's just the nature of my creative process. It's a process that's very much about taking what is right at this moment and going forward, and continuing to go forward. Perhaps having just made a real blunder, then realize, oh, sugar, why did I do that? Whoa, crap. But one of the things that parroting has helped me enormously in is to say, okay, I can say the sugar and oh crap and whatever. I can even use stronger language if I like. I happen to like the syrupy stuff, you know. Not that crap is, well, crap can be, ooh, oh God, I don't even like to think about it. Ooh. Syrupy crap? Oh my gosh, I mean, it's happened, yeah, ooh. And to pick up dog crap that's syrupy, oh. Let's, hey, why are we talking about this? Because I'm loony as a tune. Yeah, well, that's all right. So, getting back to what we're doing. So I identified all the short recordings, and all I did was take them over like this. I just moved them into iTunes, but I don't want to do it again because iTunes would let me just do duplicates, and I have no interest in that. I already did it. So now I'm over here. Now I know. I am going to make this longer, like this, so I have more. Let's see, so I started at 8:58, now I'm up to 8:66. Okay, now, and I'm only putting like the last digit, unless when I go on the 60s, okay, so the 64, 66, but I put the 4 and the 6. The next one, okay, I've got to look over here. It's over here. Oh, 68 is the next one. Okay, but I've got to go back and put 68, 8. Now the next one is 70. So I'm going to put 70, but the next one's 72. So I'm just going to put the 2, then the 4. Each time I'm going down to the next one. So each of these entries, you know, this is just a table that's got the number, and then I'm going to put what is said in these. But that's the next step. 74, 77, 9, 81, 83, 85, 87, 89, 92, 93. Okay, now I have to go over here just to scroll down. Okay, because 93. Okay, 93 was the first one. But I've already done it, so okay, go down. So I'm just going down to the next thing, and what's the next number? Is 4, 6, 8, 900. Okay, I'm up to, because it was 890. But now I'm at to 900. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And I believe that's the last one. Is that the very last? That's it. Okay, so now you can see I have a shitload from 8:58 up to 9:10, but not every single one. So it's a lot. I mean, I probably have something like 30 or 40. More than half, I'm sure of it. So probably closer to 40 that I have to do. Now they're short. So here we go. We're going to do it. Fortunately, I'm so happy I have this multimedia keyboard, which has this button right here starts and stops whatever media is open. So, you know, iTunes is open over here. Yes, iTunes. This is the iTunes screen. And okay, now I need to go up. Back up. 8:58 was the first one. So I want to start at 8:58. Yoo-hoo! There. Let me start it. And then I'm going to be, okay. Okay, now I need to come over here, 8:58. So here I am. So now I'm ready. I'm all set up over here. So here are all the numbers in this column, and this column, which is nice and wide, has room for me to type. And I'm going to keep stopping it using this button, you know, so that I have time to finish writing, whatever. And every once in a while I have to go back. But it's so much better if I stop it and write, and then start it and write, and stop it and write. That's so much. Because to go back, it means I have to move the cursor over here and, you know, and do this, blah, 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 blah. And every once in a while I have to do it. So, okay, here we go. Ready to go. 8:58. We're ready over there. The cursor's in the right place. I mean, I have blinking cursors here. The arrow's there. Well, the mouse is there, but I'm not going to use the mouse if I can avoid it. Because I could use, you know, I'm going to use the cursor keys much better for this kind of thing. Let me hope. Okay, so anyway, let's do it. 8:58. So what is it that it says? It's only 2 seconds long. So if I didn't catch it, I'm going to have to redo it. Okay, that's what it is. EPEM. EPEM is a EPEM. It's just, okay, that's it for that one. Now go on.
A TLT.
Okay, a TLT. Okay, I did TLT. That means to listen to. It means say, oh, and then usually anything. Forget the A. Just TLT. Just TLT. TLT, and then frequently, because I'm at a stopping moment, I'm going to go ahead and just put two L's, which is a divider. That's all that is, two L's. Dividing what was the words, that's all.
And LTP.
Oh, LTP.
As part of a larger.
As part of.
Or as a draft.
Part of a larger one, comma, that's capital C is comma, or as a draft. Okay. Okay, that makes sense to me. If it, oh, there's still a little bit left. Let's listen to what else it says here. That's probably all. Oh, about Kimberly. Oh, so a draft about Kimberly. Now, you must journey. No, you. Now I'm talking to you, Joya. The person whose code name is Joya. And I'm going to stop this. And I'm going to write on here, I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to write Joya on it. And that's important because, okay, and let's see, what else might I write? Oh, Joya. And, no. Yeah, Joya, you know. Okay, so this is what the very next screen is. I'm going to just stop it and start it and stop it again. And that will mean I'll be able to see what the title for this one. Well, actually, to kind of make this very explicit, what we're doing here, I'm going to make an arrow here, like that. And so, okay, the arrow facing backwards, meaning Joya, and you know Kimberly. So you not only know who you are, but you know that I just came across something about Kimberly. And it's not on, okay, don't worry, it's complicated in terms of what this is referring to. But just so you know, when I stop this, which I'm going to do, I'm going to push the button, it's down at the bottom, and okay, this one will end. Then just for my own use, I'm going to have this as almost as a still, you know, but and it will help me know that that's what I finished up this one about.